Any business owner knows how lonely it can be at the top, and sometimes we don't always have the right answers. And for a lack of a better term, I think I look at CEO Project much like it's a advisory board of directors.
Board members are great, but you can't really talk to a board member like you can talk to these guys.
So they're probably not as objective as these guys are. These guys are really brutally honest with you with what you need and what you pay for and why you're part of this group, and I think it's very beneficial.
I've been looking for kind of a peer group where you get together with folks that really are not in the same industry that we're in, but everybody deals with the same sort of problems in terms of organization and people and growing their business.
I think it's something that one needs to experience to really be able to fully appreciate the quality of the membership, the amazing insights, and how powerful the experience can be.
What I get out of the CEO group is I get feedback that is just tremendous feedback that is from other CEOs, people that have been through what I've been through and are going through what I'm going through.
So when you've got a room of people saying, hey, you're in a consensus, this is the thing you should be doing, this is why you should be doing it, and you got to do it now, it's pretty compelling.
I think every time I come here, I learn, and I'm able to take that back to the business.
Actually, you discuss a problem, you give them what you're thinking about your solution, and they ask questions, and then they get to give you their opinion on what you should do to solve your problem.
And so it's nice to be able to get into a peer group where you have that kind of thing, but they're also not competitors, so you can really kind of compare notes and get some ideas of what mistakes other people have made.
There are people out there that you can bounce stuff off of anytime outside of the meetings that see the same things that you do, especially through this recessionary period.
I get to see a whole different group of business models, and it's expanded me as an executive because of that.
The structure and the way that the meetings are run really kind of promotes both, kind of an organized interaction and then an informal interaction. I think both of them are very beneficial.
Any problem that I need insight on, there is a 10-time return on the amount of insight and the way that I'm able to take that to the next level.
And because we're not competitors with each other, if I've got a question about a particular business or a particular part of the country, some of us travel to China or some of us travel to Mexico, that they've got expertise, I can call them up and get just, do this, don't do this, you don't want to do this, or you don't need to do.
These guys can give you opinions and how they feel, and they have no vested interest, no hidden agenda, no motives other than to just tell you what they believe and what they think.
I never thought that you could assemble a group of people who would only meet together 8 days a year and end up with such a tight-knit, close group of people that you could call on for anything.
Feedback that's not biased at all, feedback that doesn't have an agenda, and just great advice from a group of people I really respect.
It'll provide you some insight, and quite a bit of insight, maybe depending on the maturity of your company, as far as how you want to apply best practices.
But I think it also makes you rethink what you have done. You get other interaction on decisions you may have made, and it may give you other ideas of how to go back and make some of the things that you've done even better than what you did initially. So,
mistakes can be very expensive. And I think when you get to the point where you're tired of making mistakes that can be prevented, that's when you finally open your mind and say there is a better way, and I think that's when you're ready for the CEO project.